Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how.
Hey, just arrived? We need somebody to take some water to the peasants in the rice fields. This way you can make friends with a few people. What do you think?
Maybe later.
But I won't need anybody later. I need your help right now. You want to help me or not?
Sure, I'll be glad to help.
Great. Go to the Rice Lord. He'll give you the water and tell you everything you need to know.
You take care of the rice fields, don't you?
Why? You looking for work?
Lefty sent me.
Oh, yeah? What did he say?
I'm to bring the peasants some water.
Right. Here's a dozen bottles of water. There's about twice that amount of peasants, so make sure you share it out evenly.
Lefty sent me. I brought you some water.
Thanks, man. My mouth's like a desert.
What are you doing here? You looking for trouble?
Hey, relax. I'm a newcomer.
Huh? You look okay, though. You never know. You get new guys come along thinking they're it every day.
What's a man like you doing with the peasants?
Lee asked me that. I don't fight anymore, except to defend myself. I killed a guy once. And that was once too many. That's why they chucked me in this goddamn colony. It was justice.
How did it happen?
It was just an ordinary bar fight. I didn't mean to kill the guy. I just must have hit him too hard. I was a blacksmith at the time. I didn't know my own strength.
Why did you join this camp?
I'll tell you. My only option was to join those Sect loonies, and I didn't want to let those gurus of theirs mess about with my brain. In the old camp, I'd have had too much trouble with the guards, but the mercenaries and rogues do have some respect.
They're afraid of you?
Maybe. Anyway, I found peace here, and you should try the same.
Can you teach me to be as strong as you are?
Even if I could, what would you use your strength for?
Good question. I'll think about it. Lefty sent me. I've brought you some water.
Thanks, man. I was just about to start drinking the mud.
Lefty sent me. I brought you some water.
Thanks, man.
Lefty sent me. I've brought you some water.
Thanks, boy. I needed that.
Lefty sent me. I brought you some water.
Thanks, man.
Lefty sent me. I brought you some water.
Thanks, man.
Lefty sent me. I brought you some water.
Thanks, man.
Lefty sent me. I brought you some water.
Thanks, man.
Lefty sent me. I brought you some water.
Thanks, man.
Lefty sent me. I've brought you some water.
Thanks, boy. I needed that.
Lefty sent me. I brought you some water.
Thanks, man. A bit longer and I'd have started drinking mud.
Lefty sent me. I brought you some water. Hi, I'm new here.
It's good to see a fresh face.
You must have been here a long time, huh?
Damn right, boy. I was one of the first.
In that case, you must know a lot about this place.
So-so. I spend most of my time out here just picking rice. That's what let me get so old. We get some rice and the odd schnapps. That's not much, but that's enough.
Why are you here?
Taxes, boy, taxes. My shed was as empty as my stomach, and I just couldn't pay. So one day the soldiers came and brought me here, but it's no worse in here than it is out there. At least I won't starve in here. I always paid my taxes before, all my life. But that wasn't good enough for that son of a bitch with a crown.
Hey, you! Well done. You're useful for something after all. I think this is exactly the right task for you. From now on, you do it every day. Go on with it right now.
Lefty sent me.
Oh, yeah? What did he say?
I'm to bring the peasants some water.
Right. Here's a dozen bottles of water. There's about twice that amount of peasants, so make sure you share it out evenly.
Do you intend to go through this gate?
Do you intend to stop me?
No, but you should know what's waiting for you. This is not like in the old camp, and not like being with the Sect loonies either.
And what am I expecting here?
There are no guards or Templars to look after you. It's every man for himself. The only ones who stick together are us mercenaries.
What do the mercenaries do?
We are the mercenaries of the water mages. Our target is to break free from here. We're working hard for it, and don't plan to take things easy like the guys from the old camp who are just having an easy time resting on the backs of the diggers. And we all follow Lee. He's a great man. He's the one who holds this damn camp together.
What do the mages do?
They investigate the magic characteristics of the ore our scrapers collect in the mine. As far as I know, they want to blow the whole damn ore mound sky high to free us from the barrier.
Sounds dangerous.
They said we shouldn't worry.
You have a massive ore mound here?
You could say that. We could buy the king's wife for that. But we don't give a damn about trading the ore with that old fart. We want to get out of here.
Where's the ore mound?
You want to see a real mound of ore, do you? There's a hole in the middle of the cave. They shove it all in there. But you won't get anywhere near it, I can tell you. The mages and our people guard the ore day and night.
I was just curious. What about the rest of the people?
All crooks. They don't give a damn about the camp. I'd rather just have the peasants guarding the front gate.
How are things going at the moment?
The scrapers are still collecting. Once they have enough ore, we'll blow the mound up. Watch your back.
Are you looking for something?
I'm looking for leaks in the dam. I reckon there's a lurker gnawing at the foundations. The beast grinds its teeth and claws against the stones and wooden beams underwater. If it carries on, the whole dam will soon be undermined.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Sure, stop that beast from gnawing at my dam.
Where can I find the beast?
I'd hunt round on the other side of the lake. Nobody ever goes there. That's probably where its den is.
Did you build the dam?
Yes, I built the dam back when we founded the new camp. Of course everyone helped, but I was the master builder.
I'd kill the beast.
Great! I got some of the Rice Lord's men to help me fix some of the damage it's caused. Now I can finally get some sleep.
I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore.
That's really not my problem.
You're from the Sect camp, aren't you?
We call it the Brotherhood. I'm Baal Kagan. The sleep will be with you.
What are you doing here?
Originally, I was sent here to convince people to join our Brotherhood, but these barbarians are not interested in spiritual enlightenment. Therefore, I'm restricted to selling swamp weed. And that is a popular occupation here. Too popular. I can hardly deliver as much as they want to have.
Why don't they send an extra man here?
Baal Ishidro was meant to help me, but he just spends all day in the bar on the lake and trades his weed for rice schnapps. He's addicted to the spirit. I fear I cannot expect any help from him.
I could help you sell your weed to the people.
I can only entrust such a large amount of weed to members of the Brotherhood. But you could help me give out gifts. Not everybody has tasted my goods yet. As soon as they've tried the weed, they'll want more, which means I can sell more.
I thought you could hardly manage to do your tasks now.
Baal Ishidro will be taken care of soon. I've already sent a message to Okyl.
What's in it for me if I hand out the weed for you?
I can reward you in many different ways. You can get magic spell scrolls from me, bearing the powerful magic of the sleeper. Or I can help you join our community if that's what you want. I have very good contacts to Okyl and Baal Kagan. Both are very close to Baryon, our master. I can pay you with plain ore as well if you prefer. 100 nuggets should be enough for your efforts.
Okay, give me the weed. Who do you want me to give it to?
You're sure to find someone who'll take it. Talk to people, but only give one stalk to each person. One more thing. If you let somebody take the weed from you, or if you smoke it yourself, our deal ceases to exist.
Sure. Do you want some swamp weed?
I'll give you 10 ore for it. Here. Anytime you need to get rid of some more, just stop by.
Do you want some swamp weed?
I'll give you 10 ore for it. Here. And
Now where are you going?
Where can I go?
To Lares.
I want to see Lares.
I doubt he'll talk to you.
Just you leave that to me.
I won't stop you.
Where do you want to go?
I want to meet Lares.
Lares is here, but you need a good reason to disturb him.
I have the list of requirements for the old mine.
Not bad. How'd you get it?
Ian gave it to me.
You got a nerve. So they sent you to test me, did they? Thoris must already be going mad, I'm sure.
Diego gave me the order.
Diego does what Thoris tells him to. If I know him, he'd die laughing if he knew that you was here.
Can I get in there now or not?
Just go on in. Lares won't believe his eyes.
Mordrag sent me.
Mordrag hasn't been seen here for some time. He's probably changed over to the old camp.
I came here with him.
Mordrag's back? If you meet him, tell him Lares wants to see him.
Mordrag gave me something for Lares.
What is it?
A ring.
Certainly a precious piece. Okay, you can see him.
Where can I learn something?
With me, I can help you to improve your dexterity and strength.
I want to join your gang.
Oh, yeah? What have you got to show for yourself, then?
I have the list of requirements for the old mine on me.
No, I don't believe it. I must say you do seem to have a nerve. Show me.
Here it is.
Indeed. Do you know what we're gonna do with it? We'll add to it, and you'll take the list back to the old camp. Then, when they deliver the stuff to the mine, we'll mug 'em and take the lot. It won't take a minute. Here's the list. You know what to do.
Mordrag sent me. He gave me a ring for you.
A precious, but the fact I want you to tell him.
What else can I do?
Baal Ishidro from the Sect camp has weed worth at least 400 ore on him. I want you to get it from him. I don't care how you do it. If you have the weed, sell it. Bring me the 400 ore. Then we'll talk again to see if you'll be admitted to the gang.
You again.
Hey, how's it going?
Do you want to buy something?
I need a few things.
Let's talk about something else instead. Rely on somebody, you're in trouble. There would be trouble ahead. Maybe.
You shouldn't believe every...
Shh! Hey, you!
Who? Me?
Exactly. Come over here.
What do you want?
You've just arrived, haven't you? I noticed it straight away. There are a lot of things you need to know. I can teach you a few things. Besides, you have to watch who you talk to. Butch, for example. That's the guy over there, next to the campfire. Be aware of him.
What's the matter with Butch?
He has the mean habit of beating up the new ones. So you better avoid meeting him.
What can you teach me?
It depends. What do you want to know?
I have some swamp weed here. Do you want some?
Sure. Here's 10 ore.
You look like you could do with some swamp weed.
You got some? I'll have a stalk for 10 ore. Come back any time, brother.
Do you want some swamp weed?
I'll give you 10 ore for it. Here. Annie.
I have some swamp weed here. Do you want some?
Sure. Here's 10 ore.
Everything okay with the dam?
It's strong as a fortress. Nothing can knock it down.
You're very probably right. As long as I'm not involved.
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
You look like you could do with some swamp weed.
You got some? I'll have a stalk for 10 ore.
You look like you could do with some swamp weed.
You got some? I'll have a stalk for 10 ore.
Same old story every time.
Where can I get a bow here?
You've come to the right address for that. I offer good value for good ore.
Who are you?
I'm Wolf. I make armor.
Do you trade in anything else?
I buy furs and skins from the hunters. If you get something like that, I'll buy it.
People always talk. As long as I'm not involved. Everything you hear. Well, there was a time when things would have gone very different. Very probably right.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
That won't happen again, if you think. It's the same story every time. Better not go rushing into anything. It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead. Won't happen again. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it was clarified a long time ago. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though, because that won't happen again. That won't happen again.
As long as I'm not involved.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Talk about something else instead.
Do you trade in anything else?
I buy...
Hang on. Better not go
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though. I doubt that's ever likely to change.
You're very probably right.
think?
Maybe.
Let's talk about something else instead.
Hey, a new face.
Who are you?
I am Gorn, mercenary of the magicians.
What do you have to do as a mercenary of the magicians?
Lee has made a deal with the magicians. He hires the best fighters to be found in the colony, which means us. We take care that the scrapers can mine the ore without being bothered and keep trouble away from the magicians. The magicians make sure we'll get out of here, and we get a small share of the ore as our pay.
Can I stay somewhere here without having to kick somebody out of his hut?
I don't think so. But if that's really what you want to do, go and see Shrike. He's taken the hut right at the front, at the entrance to the cave. It was empty, but it really belonged to us.
Us?
Well, us mercenaries. Mercenaries and rogues live separately here, and none of Lares's gang should be here, on this side of the big hole. It doesn't make much difference, really, but he didn't ask. And you can't let those rogues get away with everything, because then they get real cocky.
As long as I'm not involved.
It was obvious that there would be trouble.
What do I have to do to join the new camp?
Before Lee admits you, you'll have to improve your fighting skills. It doesn't matter what weapon you use, but you have to be good. Besides, you should be very experienced with the life here and everything. If you don't want to go to the other camps, you should try to join the rogues before you start as a mercenary. See you later.
Do you want some swamp weed?
Sure I do. Here's 10 ore. If you get your hands on any more, you know...
I have some swamp weed here. Do you want any?
Why not? I'll give you 10 ore for it. Go and ask some of the other guys. They're bound to want some too.
That won't happen again.
I wouldn't like to be in these shoes, though.
Maybe.
As long as I'm not involved.
Greetings, magician.
May the blessing of Adanos be with you. I can help you to increase your magic powers or give you some useful items. What can I do for you?
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
We are the magicians of the Circle of Water. The magicians of the Circle of Fire live in the old camp.
But I can't get into the castle. Could you help me?
Well, occasionally we send messengers to our brothers in the old camp. But we only entrust these messages to Lares' men. He's been seeing to it for many years now that our messengers arrive safely.
You want to destroy the barrier. How exactly do you plan to do that?
We need major amounts of magic ore. We'll release the entire magic power and a great magic rite to blow up the barrier. Of course, such a big amount of ore attracts a lot of rogues and crooks. That's why we need a man to defend our plan.
I want to acquire magic writings.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it. But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it. All the blathering. Thought that'd have been clear enough.
I've shared out the weed.
The first new customers have already been to see me. You've done a good job. What will you have as a reward?
Help me to join the Brotherhood.
Your request is modest. I'll help you, so listen to me. Baal Kagan is one of the lower gurus, just like myself. Barion has made him one of his advisors. That has not done him any good. He now thinks he's so important that he'll talk to nobody but his disciples. If you give him this here, it'll loosen his tongue.
I want to improve my handling of one-handed weapons.
Of course. It'll cost you, though. I want 30 ore.
I want to improve my handling of one-handed weapons.
That's a good decision. Before you can improve your technique, you'll have to learn how to hold the weapon right. Beginners often tend to hold one-handed weapons with both hands. Now you better not even start getting into that habit. It'd only get in the way. Hold the weapon with one hand, blade up, and keep swinging it. You'll have to learn to harmonize your weapon swing with your own movements. That'll make you faster in the attack. If you keep in mind what I've taught you, your fights will be more elegant and a lot faster in future. Oh yeah, one more thing. Some hits cause more damage than others. As a beginner, you don't stand much of a chance of making critical hits. But the further you progress, the better you get.
Let's talk about something else instead.
Ah, a visitor. Don't make any trouble here, or else you'll be for it.
I'd better be going.
I hope we understand each other.
Who are you?
I'm the best mining engineer this damn colony has ever seen, my boy. I make sure half our boys don't go getting themselves killed by falling rocks just because they're too stupid to scrape the right places.
I'd like to join you as a scraper.
Oh, yeah? Well, just don't think you're gonna get anything much out of it. There's 3 portions of rice a day. Any extra, you'll have to see to yourself. Do you know why we're doing this? We're doing this job so one day we can all walk out of here to freedom. That means all the ore's to be handed in. Then it goes on the big ore mound. And once a month, everybody who's been working here gets 50 ore to get stoned on. That's the most important things you ought to know. Do you at least have any experience on the job?
Yes.
Good. Then you know what to watch out for. Here's your protective clothing. You'll have to find your own pickaxe. Enjoy yourself.
How much ore have you collected so far?
The mages say that we won't need much more. Go to the new camp and have a look at the mound.
I'll just have a look around here.
Then just watch out that you don't mess up here in the hollow, else you'll be in your grave faster than you'd like to think.
Who are you?
I'm Okyl. I'm the boss of the hollow.
I need to go on.
Then leave me alone. Hey, you! You're not one of my men. What are you doing here?
I need to go on.
Then leave me alone.
Hey, you, what's up?
Hi.
You're walking about here as if you were searching for something.
Really? Maybe you're right. Why?
Great, ask me. Maybe I can help you.
What did you have in mind?
What do you need?
What about a good sword, thick armor, or access to the mine?
Ah, no, that's nothing. I can give you something that'll make your eyes pop out of their sockets. I can give you a weapon that will defeat any foe. You only need to do me a small favor, then it'll be yours. What do you say?
What will I have to do for it?
Very simple. Get me 5 apples, 2 bottles of rice schnapps, 5 bottles of beer, 3 loaves of bread, 2 pieces of cheese, and 2 bunches of grapes, and we're in business. Believe me, you won't be sorry. As I just said, you'll really defeat any kind of enemy with it.
No, just leave it. I'm not interested.
Well then, as you wish. You've had your chance. that there would be trouble. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. There was a time when things would have gone very different.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
Why? In there?
Forget it. Silas only wants to see scrapers and rogues in his bar.
Obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
I'm a scraper, and I'm thirsty.
You look like one of those filthy rats. Come on in.
There was a time.
You don't look very happy.
I'm not. I need to get rid of a whole pile of weed.
You're here to sell goods from the Sect camp?
Yes, but I just can't be bothered.
That story after all.
People always.
I could sell the weed for you for a consideration, of course.
Forget it. I'm not as drunk as all that. You just go running away with it.
I thought that'd be cleared up ages ago.
I'll tell you something, you have a problem. Baal Kagan will make sure you'll be replaced.
What? The sleeper have mercy on me. I need to get rid of this stuff.
That won't happen again.
As long as I'm not involved.
Here you go. Have another drink on me.
Thanks, man. I'll drink to your health.
Better keep out of it.
Same old story every time.
That's not really my problem.
That wasn't very clever.
Think about it. Give me the weed and we'll share the profit.
Oh, man. I need to get rid of this stuff. You wouldn't try to make me look like a fool, would you?
I give you my word.
Good. Here's this stuff. You should get at least 400 ore for it. That would be 200 for each of us. I'll be waiting here. Come back as soon as you have the ore.
Do you know who'll take bigger amounts here?
If I knew that, I would have gone myself. I feel much better now that I'm rid of this stuff.
I doubt it's ever.
Lares has a message for you.
Tell me about it.
He wants to know what's going on in the Sect camp, and he wants you to find out.
I get the feeling this problem will solve itself.
Better keep out of it.
There was a time.
What are you doing?
I'm making rice schnapps, boy. Here, have a bottle, but don't tell Silas.
How's the distillery going?
I can hardly keep up with these guys. Man, can they drink. That's a good thing, really. While I'm busy, the Rice Lord's lapdogs leave me alone.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know.
What can you tell me about the Rice Lord?
He's a damn swine. His thugs pick on the weak and force them to work in the fields. The only one who could stand up to him is Horatio, but he doesn't do violence. Well, I did once hear him say he'd love to smash the Rice Lord's head in, but he'd never really do it. It'd go against his beliefs.
I thought that'd be cleared up ages ago.
As long as I'm not involved.
You're probably right.
I'd better keep out of it. Let's talk about something else instead.
Watch what you tell me.
I'd better keep out of it.
Let's talk about something else instead.
As long as I'm not involved.
Same old story every time.
You have to watch what you tell people.
Some people never learn.
Hang on. Don't go rushing into anything.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
How are things?
Great.
We trade our homemade rice snaps for ore. Well, the boys carry in enough ore. Where should they spend it, if not here?
I want a drink.
You'll have to pay for it.
I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore.
You have to watch what you tell people. You have to watch what you tell people. Maybe.
There must be something about that story after all. I'd better keep out of it. Hang on, somebody. Better not go rushing into anything.
That's how it goes.
Damn! There must be something.
You have to watch.
Let's talk about something.
As long as I'm not involved.
Maybe.
I better keep out of it.
Let's talk about something very clever.
I need a few things.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
Very probably right.
I better keep out of it. I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore.
Let's talk about something else instead.
Well, hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
to change.
There must be something about that story after all.
I'd like to be in his shoes, though.
That's not really my problem.
Well, there was a time when things would have gone
I thought that'd
very
be cleared up
differently.
ages ago.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
There must be
I doubt it's ever likely to change.
You're very proud.
I doubt that's ever like.
I thought that'd be cleared
As
up
long
ages
as I'm not involved. I better keep out.
I want to acquire magic writings.
must be something about that story after all. Same old story every time.
Some people never learn.
If you think.
It was
I'm
obvious
not
that
listening to all the blathering anymore.
People always talk.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it. Some people never learn.
Happen again.
You shouldn't believe everything
As long
you
as
hear.
I'm not involved. I thought that'd be cleared up ages ago.
Let's talk about something else instead.
If you wasn't very clever.
Maybe.
Step aside.
Rushing into
Be
anything.
my problem.
Dad won't have it again. Same old story every
As long
time.
as I'm not involved.
Dad won't have it again.
I better keep out of it.
I better keep out of it.
You're very probably
Things
right.
would have gone very differently. There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
Maybe.
That's ever likely to change.
There must be something about that story after all.
You're very probably right.
Do you trade in anything else?
I buy furs and skins from the hunters. If you get something like that, I'll buy it.
That won't happen again.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it. Some people never learn.
I better keep out.
There was a time when things would have gone.
It's obvious that there'd be trouble
Eye
ahead.
on somebody and you're in trouble. You have to
Let's talk
watch
about
what you
something
tell
else
people.
instead.
People always talk.
There would be trouble ahead.
People
It
always
was
talk.
obvious that there
People
would be
al-
trouble ahead.
That's not really my problem.
If you think.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
I have the 400 ore.
Good. Very good.
I believe that should be sufficient now.
People always talk.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
There's really not much.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
People always talk.
You don't look very agile. I could help you. I can show you how to control your body. It's the art of acrobatics. As soon as you've gained control of your body, you'll be able to jump much further. You'll learn how to roll off and what's the best way to land when falling. But don't forget, you're not immortal. Acrobatics can also be very useful during battle. You'll be able to change the distance between you and your foe very quickly. Good luck!
There must be something about that story after all. You're very
As long as I'm not involved.
But let's talk about something else.
There was a time. Let's talk about something else instead.
That won't happen again.
There was a time when things would have gone.
I doubt that's ever likely to change. As long as I'm not involved.
If you think.
Let's talk about something else. Rely on something.
That wasn't very clever. There must be...
Maybe.
It was obvious there would be trouble ahead.
I've been thinking the whole thing over.
And? Have you thought of anything better?
Yes, I want to be able to take on the Rice Lord and his thugs.
Ah, you wouldn't be the first to try.
I will defeat the Rice Lord and his thugs, if you help me.
Good. I've sworn I'll never attack anyone again, but I never said I wouldn't teach anyone else to do it.
I'm all ears.
If you want to hit powerfully, you need to know the right tactics. That's the first thing you learn as a smith. Learn to push your whole arm through, from the shoulder down to the wrist. The better you get at that, the more powerful the blow. You'll get the hang of it pretty quick.
Thanks for your help.
Use your knowledge for a just cause, and for nothing else.
Listen to all the flat.
I bet.